Today, in the mail, just arrived my first CBCS graded slab and my first 9.9. Hey YouTube, it's Matt here. Hey, we have a nice little haul video here for you. I've been shopping out at different LCSs and trying some, just new scenes. I've been working around the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, and I've been just having fun going to different places, meeting people, meeting some shop owners, and I was able to pick up a few books. And I went a little hog wild on one book, and I also got a brand new CBCS slab, and I want to talk about that slab. What I want to do is I want to remind you guys, hey, if you're liking the content of this channel, please hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Let's see some of these books that we got. Now, we got Amazing Spider-Man number 62. It's in the new suit. Honestly, I don't hate the new suit. I like to shake it up a little bit, but that's not iconic like the black suit was. Whenever that came out, that's not spectacular like, the Iron Suit. This one, I hope it lasts for a few issues and then they get rid of it because it's just not Spider-Man. But now, I will say this. I am loving the art on this Captain America 80th anniversary issue. I like this one, and I love this homage to Captain America #1 from 1941. Love this. This is a Mark Brooks variant, if you will. Now, what this is an homage to Avengers #4, which was the first appearance of Captain America in the Silver Age. And I'm going back and forth here, but that's alright. Just love showing off books. This is an homage to the first appearance of Captain America ever, which also was the Golden Age. So, I'm kind of digging those books. Love those covers. I saw those posted. I believe it was on Instagram, and I'm like, I need to find those. But I wasn't going out of my way to find them. I just stopped at a LCS, and bam, there they were right in front. I was able to pick them up for cover price. So, I was quite excited about that. Now, I have two books here of Spider-Woman #11. I don't remember buying this book. I don't remember picking up one copy. And somehow in my bag, there were two copies of Spider-Woman #11. There's a lot of great things going on in this series, but this is just not one that I've been reading. I've been hearing good things. I don't know if this accidentally got put into my bag. I don't know if I accidentally put it in there. I don't even know if I paid for them, to be honest with you, but I have a feeling I probably did. But what I will show you is I ended up getting two covers of this book. This is Future State Teen Titans 1. It has Red X on the cover. This is a B variant cover. I don't know if it's a variant, but it's a B cover. So picked up two of those. That's a shout out to Superfly for a Filipino guy. The guy's always dropping nice spec news to me. And I'm not the greatest speculator ever. I don't do a whole lot of flipping. I did sell my first comic book in 16, 17 years in this very past week, but for the most part, I just like to add things to my collection. But if you're going to buy two copies, it kind of leads you to thinking one of them will be sold. So maybe someday I'll sell one of those. Now, there is a new series for Spider-Man, and some of you guys know that I'm a big Spider-Man guy. I love Spider-Man. So, we ended up getting... let me find the A cover. Non-Stop Spider-Man #1. This is a new ongoing series. Awesome, artwork right here. Now, a shout out to No Good Comics. Justin, he's the guy who led me to know about this cover, okay? He did a great interview with Greg LaRocque, which is a great, or LaRocque. It was a great comic book artist. This is his cover. So, thank you, Justin, at No Good Comics. I'll put a link down. He has a YouTube channel. Guys, check it out. It's fabulous. He's always doing great interviews, always putting out great content. I will put a link down in below. Now, here are some more variant covers. This, I believe, is a 1 per store cover, or maybe it's a 2 per store variant. I'm not sure. And this is the other one. If this is 2 per store or 1, I'm not sure, but one of these was 1 and 1 was 2 per store. I picked those up. And I also picked up this. Okay, this is the blank variant. My goal is someday, whenever the cons come back, and I get to see Greg LaRocque at a con, I want to get him to do a remark on this cover right here. I'm not saying the exact same thing. You know, he can make that up. He's the artist, but I'd like to have that slabbed and, you know, yellow label, but I think that would be kind of cool. But that's why I picked up the blank variant. All right. Now, I got a pretty big book here. Now, I've nothing against CBCS. In fact, everything I've ever heard about CBCS is their grading standards are perfect. Pretty much, you know, they're on par with CBS. In fact, some people say CBCS. And guys, I'm going to get my acronyms messed up here in this video. Just go with it. But from everything I've been hearing, CBCS grades as hard, if not harder, than CBS. And I picked up a new book. And guys, I told you about Spider-Man. I am also a Conan the Barbarian fan. And I got a Blaze Comics Sumerian Frost Giant's Daughter #1, the Peach Momoko Virgin cover, 9.9. Now, guys, I am looking at this book, and I've never even held a 9.9. I've never seen a 9.9 other than maybe an eBay, you know, listing. And I'll be honest with you, I did not know what to expect. Now, I do have some 9.8s here. And what I'm going to talk about, these books are not perfect. A 9.8 is not a perfect book by any stretch, but what they are is they are degrees of perfection. There can be a little bit, if you look in this bottom corner, and I'll put a picture up in here, you can see there is a slight spine split on the very bottom corner. It's not perfect, but that's clearly a manufacturer's defect. I'm looking at this book right here. This one looks really sharp, but again, the bottom corner, you can see a little bit of paper splitting. And I don't mean split like it's a 1/4 inch tear. I mean, it's just a slight little bit, but it's not perfect, if you will. Now, again, it's a manufacturer's defect. Okay, I am looking at this book. There's a little bit of page showing along the outside here. It's still a 9.8. It's still a great, fabulous book, but it's not perfect. Now, this book here, and I am going to show pictures of all 4 corners and maybe even flip around and show you the back cover, because when you grade a book, you have to grade the inside pages, have to grade the outside. I've often wondered, whenever the graders are flipping through the pages to look to see the grade of the book, are they lowering the value, or not the value, but are they lowering the potential grade just by doing their job and looking at it? I don't know, that's a question for somebody else. Maybe you guys can have your thoughts on it, put it down in the comments below. But this book, I am not seeing those manufacturer defects. I am seeing a book that has absolutely square corners all around. I am not seeing any waviness. And sometimes it's hard to see through the slab. It really is. But there's nothing on this book that I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely an imperfection. There's nothing on here. I told you, I've never seen a 9.9. I've never seen a 10. They're not 10s, they're just 10s. But I've never seen a comic book graded at a 10. What's the difference between a 9.9 and a 10? Because I can see some imperfections in a 9.8. They do exist. Now, they're slight and they're acceptable by the industry standards, but they are there. You won't see that perfect, absolutely square bound and cut, no wrinkles in it, nothing. I'm not seeing anything here. This is clearly a step up in grade from these other books, and I didn't know that that could be the case, because a 9.9, you know, like you see those very often. I did some research. Roughly 1 in every 1,200 books that get sent to CGC, and I do not have the data for CBCS, but 1 in 1,200 books that go to CGC get graded at a 9.9 or higher. So that's a very small percentage. In fact, this book, there are 0 books 9.9 or higher. Forgive me. There is 1 book. There are no more books other than this one graded 9.9 or higher in CBCS or CGC. I looked on both. This is the highest grade copy of this particular book in the world. Now, without a doubt, this book has it came out in 2020. I'm thinking at the end of 2020, so it's only been out for a few months. So give this one time. There might be some more submissions that make it to the 9.9 or a 10, but for right now, I have the only copy in the world graded that high. I might have to start looking for more 9.9 books, okay? That might be my new 9.8. And I say that jokingly because I couldn't afford to get into that market. That's pretty rare territory. So, anyway, guys, like I said earlier in the video, if you like this content, please hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a comment. I always love to read comments, and I do respond to most of them. So, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching, and you have a great day.